Hey, sixth graders, happy Friday. So I'm talking to cohort A. And yes, once again, I am talking from my house because I'm leaving a little bit later this morning because I'm watching these little rats. This is Maisie. She's very cute. And I'm the only one home to take care of her. So I can't leave them the whole day by themselves. Anyway, um, so today, actually, pretty simple. It's a lot of work today. Today's a Friday work day. All right. So the first things first is I have a quiz that I have set up on for today. So if you go to today's folder, this quill skill drill quiz. Ooh, I like the sound of that. It's got 20 questions, and it is everything we've done over the last week, and then into this week, where we did each day we did a different skill. Okay, and we practiced it. So hopefully, we'll see that result in um, some positive results today. You'll get a chance if you need to take it twice, you can, but the score will be average. So don't just whip through it and then say, "Oh, I'm going to do it again." If you do it again, like if you do it the first time and do your best, then you could take it a second time and do even better. But if you do poorly the first time, it ain't going to result in much. The best you could do would be a lower grade. So please take your time. There's no rush. The other thing for today then is we're moving on to next steps. So the skill and drill of the quill, I love that, is going through capitalization, singular, plural, commas, sentence combining possessive. It's all very like rule-oriented writing. The next steps are to move into, like, again, the creative side of your book project, your book creator. So yesterday was, so if you think about the steps we've gone through, number one, we brainstormed, all right? And most of you have done that. Still, some of you, if you haven't started writing and you don't know what to write, you got to do this step. The next thing we did is, what was yesterday's work, was to write a descriptive or a sequential paragraph, right? So you can describe this topic you chose that's not true, but you're going to make sound true. You're going to describe the situation, the who, what, where, and then the sequence would be the sort of a different take on it, where you sort of create a system of dates. Okay, and I gave you examples, right? Descriptive, I just kind of described myself as an alien, and then in this paragraph, I talked mostly about like the timeline from my birth to various years in the history of me as an alien. Okay. Now, that was yesterday's steps. Now, today we're moving into day 2, really, of the writing. So, step 4 is to write a different paragraph. So, this is our second paragraph, and this one is going to be, I'm going to give you another choice, but I want you to write one of the two. Choose either to write cause effect or problem solution. Now, a cause and effect would be show the effects of the situation. What happens or happened because of the topic you chose. And the other option would be problem solution, is to start with a problem that your topic is a solution for, or maybe even a problem your topic creates, right? That's also problem solution. And then you'd have to offer like how to solve that. So here's my first example. This is a little longer because it's a little harder to write a cause effect. So here's what I wrote. Americans and Earthlings have looked at the skies for years and wondered if we are alone or not. The fact that Colin Slaby is most likely an alien from another world opens up the possibility that we have neighbors that can share their wisdom and knowledge. The impact of alien technology added to our own research and development after years in advancement could be astounding and beneficial for an Earth more and more impacted by human influence. And then there's the potential to learn what's beyond the stars. We might be on the cusp of a world-changing partnership with the species that can teach us so much about the universe. Of course, there is a possibility that Slaby is here as a scout, scoping out the potential for his or its species to enslave humans and take over our planet as one big colonization exercise. It would appear now, with her current status, peace is more of a likely outcome. So this one's just really saying, like, if I am an alien, what does it mean? What's that going to do for humanity, right? What's the effect? Okay. Here's another different version of it. So problem solution and cause effect are similar, right? So this time I'm going to talk about Slaby as an alien is actually great news. The mere fact that Slaby and his kind are here proves that interstellar travel is possible by organic beings. So the problem of how do we travel the stars is now solved a little bit by the fact that someone came here from the stars. So that's a solution, right? That shows there's a solving of the problem of how do we travel in space, like, and really travel to live. If Slaby could get here from another planet, another solar system, potentially, then we could go elsewhere as well. The technology of the transportation mode with which Slaby arrived here could advance our own modes of transportation to cleaner and faster design. So look at, we have problems with dirty fuel, right? We are polluting the planet. Maybe this is a solution to that problem because their technology, Slaby the aliens technology, will help. And what's even better is that these aliens are anthropomorphic, just like us. Ooh, I made it a key word, one of those bold vocab words. And anthropomorphic means that it's human-like, looks human. They look like us, can speak word-based language like us. No longer do we have to fear the idea of little green creatures with gelatinous or gooey skin. We fear spiders. Imagine how we'd fear spider-like aliens. Slaby's human physical features assure us that people will be more at ease with the presence of aliens when the truth is widespread. So another problem, aliens, what do they look like? I was scared of E.T. when I first saw the movie. So the fact that Slaby looks like a human and makes it easier to accept that aliens can look like humans, that's a problem solved too. So again, cause and effect. Take your topic and talk about how it might affect things like the world or society, or how it does affect. And then the second one would be talk about what solutions that your topic might create or problems it might create. So there's today's work. Step 1, write out your paragraph on Google Doc or paper. I don't care. Again, at least 5 sentences. The more you write, the better, right? The more you write, the better. So if you took 20, 25 minutes to write this, you'd probably have something really good. Then step 3, if you get there, so step 2 is to submit a photo. That's what I want to see of today's assignment. I just want to see it. I want to see so it's written down somewhere. We can catalog it. If you lost your notebook, it would be there. So submit a photo for today's assignment, and that's good. Step 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is just like yesterday. I want you to, if you get done early and you're like, oh, I can do some more work, then start going into some of these examples. And today, if you look at this, just like I did yesterday with the group yesterday, I have here a link to the presentation that really has some great samples at the bottom. So if you're wondering, I don't know what you mean, Mr. Slaby, start making a book creator book. Here's a ton of examples that you can use as sort of models for how to do a good job. Okay, so that's it for today. Take your quiz, and then submit your paragraph, and we're good to go. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend.